Good morning. The Friday, December 6th, regular City of Knoxville Public Officer hearing is called to order at 9:37 a.m. I'm Nicholas Bradshaw, the Public Officer designated by the Mayor as described in the City Code of Ordinances, Article 6, unfit buildings, and charged with addressing properties in the city that are out of compliance with the adopted codes of the City of Knoxville. The adopted codes include the 2018 editions of the following, and these are all international codes: fire, building, residential, plumbing, mechanical, fuel gas, existing building, energy conservation, swimming pool and spa, and property maintenance, as well as the 2017 edition of the National Electrical Code. The public officer is authorized to hold hearings, administer oaths and affirmations, examine witnesses, and receive evidence and issue orders as the result of his findings in determining the condition of buildings that are dangerous, unfit, and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants and/or public. The procedure for the public officer is as follows. Each case will start with a report and presentation of evidence by officers representing various city departments. Today, this will primarily consist of, but is not limited to, evidence presented by Mr. Scott Elder, Neighborhood Codes Enforcement Manager for the City of Knoxville. Mr. Elder is employed by the City of Knoxville and is certified as a Property Maintenance and Housing Inspector. Following the city's report and testimony, the owner or owners and/or their legal counsel, as well as any members of the general public, will be given an opportunity to respond. The public officer has the authority to limit this time as per his discretion. Today's agenda will be modified to hear the cases of property owners present at this time and in the order signed up as you enter the hearing room. We make this accommodation to minimize any inconvenience to the owners and members of the public here today. For those actively participating in today's meeting, thank you. Your involvement and active participation is appreciated. As per legal counsel, I need to read the following notice of demolition into the record. Any person who intends to perform work on a structure that the public officer has placed an order against shall first make application to the building official and obtain the required permit. For orders issued by the public officer, please be aware that just obtaining permits and starting rehabilitation of a structure does not invalidate the city's power to take corrective action, such as demolition of a dangerous structure, regardless of the amount of work performed by the owner. All orders are still in effect if the rehabilitation work has not been completed and the structure has not had all final inspections approved within the time provided by the order, or by an extension if one has been granted. Remember, if rehab is not fully complete or an extension is not in place, the structure may be demolished after the order time has expired or after any prior written extension of time has expired without any further notice given to the owner. All right, are there any questions before we start? All participants are sworn in. All right, all individuals testifying today will need to be sworn in. If you are testifying today, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, Mrs. Burke, please advise me of any individuals who arrive late and need to be sworn in mid-hearing. All right. Ms. Burke, what is our first property?
1421 West Baxter.
This property, I'll let her get the pictures going. There you go. This property was last inspected on November 7th of this year. It's found to be vacant and unsecured. Utilities have all been removed from this property. This property has become an attractive place for vagrancy. It has been inspected, cleaned, or boarded by the city on at least 10 occasions since 2022. Per the fire department, the house was damaged by a fire on January 28th of 2023. And is in poor condition on the inside. KFD has concerns over future fires due to the repeated break-ins and board-ups. And also, as you can see in that photo there, it's extremely close to the house next door. So they're concerned about future fires and the proximity of that. So there's just been no response. It appears that the owners had passed away sometime in 2022, early 22 or 2021. Taxes haven't been paid since then. And we've had no responses to any of our actions at all. So we're requesting an immediate repair demolition order for this property.
All right, and there's no one signed up to speak for this?
Did you want to speak? Yeah, you can come up and speak.
I couldn't quite see behind the podium, but did you guys get sworn in? Okay.
Yes, sir. I don't know what I'm really supposed to say, or
State your name and address for the record, please, first.
Tanya Bogus.
Okay.
Can I just say what I feel like's right to say? Okay,
This
so,
is your opportunity. Yeah.
okay. I'm just gonna tell you, this family's not gonna show up. This is heartbreaking to me. We were raised by this family her whole entire life. I'm 44 years old, almost 45. The sad situation is I'm not a blood relative. I wasn't adopted, but we were raised by Ruth Likovic, who owns the home. The sad situation is I fully think that you guys should demolish it. Her son has inhabited that home. We went by there. There's nothing in the home that belongs to anybody because they went by there and rummaged it. It's a sad situation. She paid on that for her whole entire life. There's lots of people who could have taken advantage of that, but there's nobody in this family going to stand up for it because they're all on drugs. I'd rather see it be demolished than it be a drug habitat for somebody else. That's not what it was intended on. It's unfortunate, but there's nobody that's going to stand up for this house. That's the sad reality, because my sister and I would. But I guess that's all I need. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, any further testimony on this one? Okay. All right, I'm going to order the owner to immediately demolish and properly remove the structure at 1421 West Baxter Avenue. If the owner fails to take corrective action, the city may cause the immediate demolition of the building, with the cost of such emergency demolition being a lien and collected in the same manner as provided in city code.
Mr. Bradshaw, we need the finding of fact first.
I apologize, you are correct. I do find that the structure at 1421 West Baxter Avenue is out of compliance with the codes of the city of Knoxville. It's an attractive nuisance and is dangerous and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants or public. And to confirm, I do order the owner to immediately demolish the property and remove. All right. Does that take us to Fifth Avenue?
No, we are on to 1900 Hoyt Avenue. We have some speakers on Zoom for that.
Okay. All right, 1900 Hoyt Avenue. Mr. Elder?
Yeah, okay, this is a house that was inspected on November 14th of this year. As you can see in the pictures, the property is dirty and cluttered heavily with debris. The main house and accessory structures are currently undergoing major renovations without permits or inspection, so there's a lot of unpermitted work going on. The work includes significant electrical and plumbing work as well. If we can get up, there's how dirty the lot is. There's got some interior pictures. There's some of it there. At the time of the inspection, the house was found to be occupied, so the folks that were doing this work were also living there, which is not acceptable. So the unpermitted work does render the house as unsafe for occupancy. So we're asking for an immediate repair order only for this property, in hopes that the owner, who I believe is joining us today, is going to get the proper contractors involved, and it will allow us to placard the property for occupancy. So we're requesting the immediate repair order.
Okay.
Hello.
If we could, we have someone sign up to speak.
Yes. My name is Andrew Streif. I am the owner of this property. I will support Mr. Elder's findings. Just wanted to get you some, I guess, brief background. I did hire what I thought was going to be a professional contractor. He said he was going to be getting the appropriate license and permits for this property, which, as you guys all know now, he didn't, and I didn't. I found out just soon before you guys did that he did not acquire those properties, or those permits. And unfortunately, I did not concede to them, bringing people in and staying at that property. So it is my objective to get everyone out ASAP. I believe I also have a representative online that's going to be is a licensed contractor, and they are, I guess, contractor in waiting to rehab this property to its former glory. So just wanted to put my thoughts and if I'm able to answer any other questions you guys have. But yeah, I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Was there another party signed up to speak for this one?
This is Katie Linkus with Freedom Investment Group. We're the licensed contractor that Andrew, the owner, referenced. We're here in Knoxville and are just here kind of learning about the current status so that we can be prepared to assist. I think we're all in agreement that the best scenario moving forward would be that it's deemed unfit for occupancy. We're able to have anybody there removed and then immediately go in and inspect, create a scope, pull permits, and get the property rehabbed the way that it was supposed to be.
Understood.
Got a comment?
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Elder as a follow-up.
Yeah, I just want it to be clear, and if there's questions, our Jim here can speak to it, but the placarding doesn't speak to a trespass type situation. It just deems the house unfit for occupancy. So I want the owner to understand that this is not, an eviction. I think that there's a question about some sort of lease here. So I don't think that we're going to be expected to evict somebody from that property. So we're just going to make sure that no one's staying there, and hopefully the contractors who are on the line, and when they get permits, will secure the house and as part of their work. But I understand there's a difference between, evicting somebody. That's still, I think, a civil matter that you'll need to pursue. Ours is strictly about the structure, saying people can't live there. So just want to make that clear.
Yeah, and we actually are also a large property management company here in Knoxville. So we'll consult with our attorneys and the county, the sheriff, and make sure that all of that is done appropriately. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you. Jim, can I talk to you for a second? If I could have just a quick follow-up question to the either the owner, Mr. Streif, or the contractor. There's no. You stated your intention to begin work on this, addressing these issues, which is admirable. Just want to clarify or confirm, you're not disputing the condition of the property as described by Mr. Elder. Is that correct?
Correct. No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. All right. I do find the structure at 1900 Hoyt Avenue, including the accessory structures, is out of compliance with the codes of the city of Knoxville, an attractive nuisance, and is dangerous and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants or public. And I order the owner to immediately secure and repair the structure at 1900 Hoyt Avenue, including the accessory structures. If the owner fails to take corrective action, the city may have the structure placarded as unfit for human habitation and vacated and closed, with the cost of securing the structure being a lien and collected in the same manner as provided in the city code. All right.
Hi, I apologize. Can I ask one follow-up question after you read that order?
Sure.
It won't be deemed unfit for occupancy now in its current state. I just want to make sure I understand the timeline of the city.
Well, I've approved that. I think it'll be up to the You want, like, when they get, do you have plans to actually get out there and,
Well, there's a period where the order has to be drafted and posted and things like that, but the order is immediate, but immediate meaning as long as it takes us to get the paperwork done, but that's right, no one can live there at all at this point.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
thank you. All right, our next item, I believe, is the 1432 West Fifth Avenue, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, Mr. Elder.
Okay, this property was, excuse me, got my notes mixed up. Bear with me. Put me out of order. Hang on. Okay. This property was inspected on August 29th, 24. House was heavily damaged by a fire on August 26th, 2024, which resulted in the complete burnout situation. As you can see in the pictures, it's just a total loss. The remaining structure is extremely unstable. And you actually, the public hearing officer, issued an emergency repair demolition order on October 29th. So this is a request to affirm that order issued on the 29th.
Right. No one has signed up to speak for this one. All right. I do affirm the finding that the structure at 1432 West Fifth Avenue is out of compliance with the codes of the city of Knoxville, an attractive nuisance, and is dangerous and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants or public. And I affirm the existing emergency order to repair or demolish the structure at 1432 West Fifth Avenue. If the owner fails to take corrective action, the city may cause the immediate repair or demolition of the building, with the cost of such emergency repair or demolition being a lien and collected in the same manner as provided in city code. There are no boardings. Appears there's no further business today. So if that's the case, I will adjourn this meeting at 9:55 a.m. Thank you.